DLC is big business these days. There's hardly a major game that launches without the promise of upcoming story DLC or microtransactions for fancy hats. Developers must be kicking themselves because back in the day, they used to give away this kind of stuff for free as a reward for being good at the game, taking the time to explore, or being handy with a command prompt. Here are 7 impressive secret levels for which you'd probably get charged actual money if they were made these days.
Me alone.
According to the title of Jedi Knight expansion pack, Mysteries of the Sith, these 14 levels would reveal the mysteries of the Sith. Mysteries such as what even is a Darth and why are they such jerks all the time. But the game itself had its own mystery too, a secret additional level based on one of the most beloved Star Wars settings from the most beloved Star Wars film, Cloud City from Empire Strikes Back. Accessing the level actually required you to fiddle around with the files on your PC, but doing so added a secret option to the episode list and made you feel like a cool hacker. It was the 90s. Hackers were cool.
Fight the planet!
This Bespin level has you playing as Luke Skywalker rocking up in an X-Wing. It features a lightsaber duel in the carbonite chamber and, weirdly, Boba Fett going out like a total punk. Like father, like son? Just like in the movie, the level ends with Luke hurling himself down a big exhaust pipe and somehow surviving to make a daring escape on the Millennium Falcon. Give that guy a hand. Oh, too soon?
Ah, Peru. It's been a long time since I stood here.
Oh look, it's another LucasArts game giving away its iconic movie moments for free in a secret level. No wonder they got shut down by Disney. In Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine, there's a bonus level called Return to Peru, which takes you back to the temple from the very beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark, where Indy snatched that golden idol.
Another idol. Well, Belloc won't get this one.
Having lost his prize to friend of the Nazis René Belloc in the movie, Indy is back to grab a second golden idol, identical to the first, which goes exactly as well as you'd expect.
Oh, great.
What, you're not even going to try the bag of sand thing this time? As was the case in the movie, Indy is pursued by a giant boulder and is almost turned into an extremely handsome pancake. And as in the movie, he survives with only moments to spare. For a man whose job is literally learning from the past, you're doing a terrible job of learning from the past.
It's fitting that the hush-hush US Air Force Base, Area 51, should be a secret level in Duke Nukem 3D. The most notable thing is this place is massive. Area 51 is one of the biggest levels in the whole game, with a huge facility to explore, 79 enemies to murder, and approximately 4,000 Independence Day references.
Nobody checks with our independence.
Give or take. The level ends with you launching some actual nuclear missiles at the alien mothership, though we're not convinced having a button puzzle as your launch codes is a sufficiently rigorous security device for a WMD. It should at least ask you for Mrs. Newcomb's maiden name, honestly.
You'll never guess who's awake.
You're shitting me.
Come see for yourself.
How long has it been?
Years. I stopped keeping track a while ago.
Can't believe it's been that long.
Time flies when you're watching someone breathe through a tube.
You could go through the entirety of Saints Row 2 without ever knowing what happened to Julius Little, the original leader of the Saints who betrayed you at the end of the first game. And you probably deserve some answers, given that he's the reason that you spent years in a coma in a prison infirmary, and the reason you woke up as a terrifying clown.
Yes. That looks like it healed nicely.
Be careful, Doctor. Your patient's dangerous.
Unless you're playing Saints Row 2 seriously, not as a clown. I mean, who does that? To activate the secret mission, the leader of Stillwater's most notorious criminal gang somehow waltzes into the police station and listens to a bunch of wiretapped phone conversations without so much as a funny look. I guess they didn't have sufficient evidence to convict that time I covered an entire city block in raw sewage.
Wonder how much they're willing to pay for that property now.
The secret mission Revelation takes you back to the old church that was the hideout for the 3rd Street Saints. Survive a shootout there, plus car chase with attack helicopters, and you finally get the opportunity to have a nice, long, diplomatic conversation over a cup of tea and really hash this one out with Julius.
Yeah. Jesus.
You're a gangster, right? I keep forgetting because of the whole clown thing.
James Bond films had always been a bit silly, but by the time Moonraker rolled around, they had booted realism right out the window, probably with a pun one-liner like, what a pain, where pain is, you know, like P-A-N-E, as in window. Come on, I thought that was pretty good for a James Bond pun.
Boo! Boo!
Anyway, Moonraker is very silly and involves Bond going to space and laser guns and stuff, so you'd be forgiven for thinking it wasn't going to show up in GoldenEye, which was a slightly more serious game based on a completely different movie. Well, that's where you were wrong. In the past, assuming you thought that at the time. When you beat the rest of the game's levels on Secret Agent difficulty, you unlock the first of 2 secret levels, which was the deceptively simply named Aztec. What it should be called is Moonraker, because while you are running around an Aztec temple, you're shooting dudes in yellow jumpsuits, everyone has lasers, and then Jaws shows up. Then you launch a space shuttle. No way would you get something that awesome and that unrelated to the actual film for which the game is a tie-in for free these days. It'd be all pre-order now to get the Moonraker level, plus a Funko Pop figure of Hugo Drax, vinyl Jaws teeth, and a collectible Roger Moore eyebrow.
Given that Doom 2 is set in the depths of hell, it stands to reason that there'd be a place in there where they're storing all those evil World War II Nazis. Step through a portal in the Industrial Zone level and you'll discover that place is a replica of the starkly decorated hallways of Wolfenstein 3D. The secret level, imaginatively titled Wolfenstein, means you can party like it's 1939, shooting SS soldiers and headbutting walls until they open. Oh man, if only we'd had a BFG 9000, we could have had that whole Hitler thing wrapped up by Christmas. Complete this Wolfenstein level and there's a second level called Grosser, where you have to defeat a cyberdemon and, for some reason, kill 4 clones of retro game character and kid genius Commander Keen to progress back to the game proper. So let me get this straight, you have to murder 4 8-year-old boys to complete the level. I guess you're already in hell. They can't really bust you down from there.
There he is.
So you finally come.
Doctor, we're here to collect the G-Virus sample.
Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work.
You might hit the sample.
Resident Evil 2 was already a ludicrously generous game, giving you 2 complete story modes for each of its playable characters, Leon and Claire.
Who are you? Oh, you must be the new guy. Leon. Sorry, but it looks like your party has been cancelled.
But it included bonus content on top of that.
Finish both story scenarios with the right rankings and you unlock a secret minigame called The Fourth Survivor, which was essentially a piece of story DLC that follows an Umbrella operative named HUNK as he tries to escape the sewers of Raccoon City to the helipad on the roof of the RCPD.
Alpha team here. Mission accomplished. Roger. We'll rendezvous at the meeting point.
It's properly canon as well, explaining how Umbrella managed to get a sample of the G-Virus out of Raccoon City. HUNK brought it to them. It doesn't explain how he got the name HUNK, although I think we have to assume that under that mask he looks like proto-Beefcake Fabio. Complete the game with some even more stringent criteria and you'll unlock another minigame called the Tofu Survivor, which is not canon, I assume, because otherwise that would mean Umbrella hired a sentient block of tofu to retrieve the G-Virus for them.
Alpha team here. Mission accomplished. Roger. We'll rendezvous at the meeting point.
This mission is much harder than HUNK's due to the fact that Tofu is armed only with a knife, won't stop sweating, and makes a really weird noise when he runs. I never had zombies down as big tofu eaters, but here we are. Make it to the end, and just like HUNK, Tofu escapes with the G-Virus. Doesn't make it far though. HUNK, how could you?
Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and we don't do paid DLC. The only DLC we do is these videos down here, which you can watch right now for free. On this side, we've got what YouTube thinks you want to watch right now, worked it out with his magical algorithm, and on here, we have a playlist of videos, which are videos like this, but on different topics, so enjoy those.